Popeye is a sailor man. I mean, it says it in his title. He's the sailor man that gets supernatural strength from eating spinach. He's a gag character, can't be taken too seriously. Let's get into it. See, there's some fictional characters you just can't take seriously. Their stories are literally just about the gag, so they might do superhuman stuff as a part of the story. Also, that makes them very inconsistent. So that's why they're called gag characters, I would say. Characters like Popeye fall in this category. Is spinach outside help in order to talk about these feats that I'm about to show you in this video? I would just consider spinach a part of him because he can literally create it out of nowhere to eat it to gain power. So, yeah. Like, he can literally make spinach out of BS and eat it to power himself up. Spinach affects Popeye differently. Even spinach from apparently our real world, the crowd can toss to him, he can use it. He can like pray to deities and they give him spinach. Even when he's erased from existence, he can always get spinach to make himself materialize back. Notice how he can easily lift men above his head. Yeah, trees I can just pull out. There was like a literal weightlifting contest. Popeye can literally lift 300 pounds with laughable ease with one arm. This guy's actually bigger in size and muscle, and he lifted 800 pounds. Popeye not only lifted 800 pounds, but he lifted the guy up lifting 800 pounds with one arm. That must have been some tasty spinach because he can literally lift up his house and take it somewhere else. Look at these heels he can just carry above his head. Take a look at all this boulder he just casually lifts up and then simply push all of this weight. Pushes it again. We've already seen him lift houses. What's buildings gonna hurt? He tosses them across the way. Gag characters, stacking buildings literally. Popeye can already lift over hundreds of thousands of tons, tossing buildings that easy. It's like anything he touches becomes extra durable to where physics just don't matter anymore. Like he's pulling like literal valleys together. And physics? Right here, it implies he was able to kind of bend this mountain to himself somehow. Like, is this spinach mystical or something? Because how does this even work? Yeah, he can box it out with a shark and put him in night-night. He can punch beings so hard that he transmutes them and turn them into different stuff. With all this I've showed you so far, is it really surprising he can lift thousands of tons? What do you think his punches feel like? He would have to at least bare minimally be able to hit with thousands or plus tons of force just because of the stuff we see him lift so far. The weight of his hits are literally stronger than a locomotive. We've literally seen Popeye in the ring boxing. The weight of his swings can hit a baseball around the entire planet to where it hits himself in the back of the head. Is it really surprising that him fighting somebody else, they, as collateral, bust up the whole ship because of the weight of their hits? We've seen him mess up beings that are bigger than apparent mountains, it seems. I mean, this junk literally hit Popeye. He doesn't even notice. He's been stepped on by large beings. Extreme cold, you get it, blah, 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 blah. Everything he can dish out, he can take. Can hit big BS like this, along with somebody else, all the way to the freaking moon. Powered up on some spinach, he hit this guy around the world. This being so hard that they go around the world 3 times. The 2 spinach-charged bombs, Popeye included, to where they clash with each other and they literally shake the world. The earth shakes with terrific impact. He can hit hard enough with his fist to shake the whole world. He can hit beings hard enough to where they land and tilt the world, apparently. Like, how does that even work? Tilt the world. One way to look at how strong he is the stuff he eats. How big, the stuff that he can always summon can get as big as planets, basically, like the length of it. Would pretty much be the mass of smaller planetoids if you would add all of this length together. And this is what he's eating. Something he can always summon. No wonder he can tremble planets to their very core. Popeye is a gag, so it's hard to interpret some of these feats sometimes. There's implications right here. He can hit so hard to where apparently he gave the sun a black eye. What? If this universe version of the sun is anything like the sun we know of, the sun is ridiculously large compared to the earth. If he can really actually hurt a sentient sun or whatever with his hits, that would pretty much mean by default planets like Earth, he'd be able to easily punch apart with no issues. I mean, honestly, if you can really damage a sun-sized thing, you could definitely punch apart thousands of Earths. Popeye's spinach that he eats literally can grow to the point where he can actually put a hole in an actual star. It's like anything he touches. Like, he made his own arrow that can apparently damage the freaking sun. Yeah, he's out here just casually damaging suns. I know. It's hard to imagine something as goofy as Popeye getting into higher dimensional type of talks. Like, they even go as far as saying these creatures from the 7th dimension, and guess what? Popeye is punching these type of things. There's more talk about it here about the way out of the 8th dimension, like higher dimensional stuff might exist in this Popeye universe. There's this being that's a quote unquote big guy, and Popeye got in an arm wrestling contest with these type of beings. and actually win. Like, they literally got to get permits from the big guy before you engage in any major construction in the fourth dimension, higher dimension. They talk about who the big guy is. He's a custodian of the fourth dimension, the commanding officer of existence. Yeah. I'm talking about a being that can turn off reality. Popeye has the power to resist such crap, like turning off the universe, but he's still here because he eats his spinach. He withstands the universe being turned off again, and he's still here. Popeye's still here. Popeye even says bring back reality because he erased all reality. Popeye survived being erased from, like, all reality being erased. He even got stomped out of existence, and Popeye was able to break free of this. Like, he resisted this. States here, if the big guy wants to, he can turn off the universe just like that. They even talk about and use terms like multi-dimensional beings that can literally turn off the universe. This is the guy he's arm wrestling. His punches were so catastrophic that the cartoon he was in itself tore, like literally tearing the fabric of the universe apart to where us real life people had to actually fix it, apparently. Like, his punches can cause damage to the very fabric of the universe. And when you hear the fact that he be fighting against higher dimensional beings and his universe has got 8 dimensions and stuff, all this stuff started to make more sense with him being able to hit this hard. We've literally seen Popeye hit beings out of their show. I mean, when you literally can hit the actual writer itself, apparently, it lets you know that, yeah, he can really mess up the fabric of the cosmos. He's literally hurting the god of the actual cartoon. Give him spinach and he can just devastate the whole reality. Does all this make you see Popeye in a different light? If we assume Popeye can run faster than the actual baseball, if we assume 90 plus miles per hour, he can run over 100 miles per hour, which is faster than any man in real life. He can fight fast, like how he's shadowboxing himself, when he ate the spinach. He's literally in 2 spots at once, hitting himself. This is ridiculous speed. I mean, this could be speed, or this could be him just literally duplicating himself. I'm thinking this is speed because he's switching spots. He can run fast eating spinach, like he can run 1,000 miles, like no time. They didn't give it a specific time frame, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty quick. Can turn himself into a rocket and go from the moon. Yeah, literally shape-shifting. Yep, moon to the earth in no time. This is dang near close to light speed. You can fly this distance this quickly like the animation showed. This is dang near close to light speed. This is combat speed too, being able to build all these boats this fast, but that's none of my business. Because in order to build stuff like that, your hands have to be moving really fast, precise, doing all that in mere moments is fast fighting. It's kind of like fighting even though he's building. He can move his limbs real quick. I guess technically he can react to lightnings because he punched this lightning back. He can actually react to lightning and hit it backwards. What is he, rubbery? Like Luffy or Reed Richards or something? I mean, at this point, let's just call Popeye a reality warper. How do you punch a bull to where it just turns into all this? Like Meat Market. Uses his muscles like a crystal ball to see stuff? Can punch animals into clothes. Yeah, transmutation style. And if you're a ghost, you're not safe, or a spirit, he can still hit such beings. Doing magic on him ain't necessarily going to work. You can literally erase Popeye and nothing will eat the spinach, and he will come back from that. Like, what? Can literally leave his cartoon. Like, he can do everything Deadpool can do, but just on steroids, like break the fourth wall, literally leave and enter the real world, apparently. He will even leave his book to give advice. Magnetic type stuff because he ate spinach? Like, what? And ate this to make his own new outfit. He can fuse objects together somehow, like how they shot all this stuff and he was able to like make that and throw it and make his own weapon. He can send his punch through radio wires to hit you from incredible distance away. Can literally transform into a rock, literal bricks, increases durability. I mean, he's so durable, he makes other gag characters look weak in comparison. Eating spinach can make him turn into a tire. Lifted all this, of course, and did like some magician type stuff. Let's just age him until he's ridiculously old. Nope, he can counter that. The spinach will just make him back young as heck. Good luck trying to keep him shrunk by a genie with magic. It will just return him back to normal. Who do you think can actually beat this guy? What do you guys think? Hit that like button for me real quick. And thanks for the donations, folks. Yeah, Popeye is kind of not fair. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.